What if I told you that the most powerful force in your life isn't something you can see or touch, but something happening inside your mind right now? In the next few minutes, I'm going to take you on a fascinating journey through cutting-edge science that might just change the way you think about reality itself. The law of attraction has become a global phenomenon, inspiring millions to believe in the power of their thoughts to shape their reality. From Rhonda Byrne's The Secret to Abraham Hicks's teachings, this concept has permeated modern culture. But today, we're going beyond the feel-good philosophy. We're diving deep into the scientific theories that might explain how and why our thoughts could influence our reality. Before we jump into the quantum physics and neuroscience, let's acknowledge something important. Skepticism about the law of attraction is healthy and necessary. Many scientists dismiss it as pseudoscience, and they're right to demand rigorous evidence. But what if there were scientific principles that could help us understand parts of this phenomenon, even if they don't support its most extreme claims? Let's start with one of the most misunderstood areas of science, quantum physics. You've probably heard people say, quantum physics proves the law of attraction. But here's what's really fascinating. While quantum physics doesn't directly prove the law of attraction, it reveals some mind-bending aspects of reality that challenge our basic assumptions about the nature of existence. First, let's talk about the observer effect. In quantum physics, the mere act of observing a particle can change its behavior. Now, I need to be clear here. This doesn't mean our thoughts are literally changing physical reality on a macro scale, but it does demonstrate something profound. At the most fundamental level, consciousness and reality are not as separate as we once thought. Then there's quantum entanglement. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. This phenomenon shows how particles can be connected in ways that transcend space and time. Two entangled particles can instantly affect each other's states, even when separated by vast distances. While this doesn't directly prove we can manifest our desires through thoughts, it suggests the universe is more interconnected than our everyday experience indicates. But let's move from the quantum realm to something more immediately relevant: your brain. This is where some of the most compelling scientific support for certain aspects of the law of attraction emerges. Have you ever heard of the self-fulfilling prophecy? It's a psychological phenomenon where our expectations actually influence outcomes. If you believe you'll fail a test, you might study less effectively or be more anxious during the exam, literally creating the outcome you feared. The opposite is also true. Positive expectations can lead to behaviors that create positive outcomes. This connects directly to another fascinating concept: confirmation bias. Our brains are literally wired to notice and remember information that confirms our existing beliefs. If you believe the law of attraction works, you're more likely to notice and remember the times it seemed to work, while potentially overlooking the times it didn't. Now let's talk about something really exciting: neuroplasticity. This is where science starts to show how powerful our thoughts really are. Your brain physically changes based on your thoughts and experiences. When you consistently practice positive thinking, you're not just having nice thoughts. You're literally rewiring your neural pathways. This rewiring affects your Reticular Activating System, RAS, a network in your brain that acts like a filter for the massive amount of information bombarding your senses every second. When you focus intensely on a goal or desire, your RAS becomes primed to notice relevant opportunities that might have always been there but were previously filtered out. Perhaps one of the most powerful pieces of scientific evidence for the mind's influence on reality is the placebo effect. This isn't just about feeling better. Placebos can create measurable physical changes in the body. Studies have shown that when people believe they're receiving treatment, their bodies can produce real physiological responses, from pain relief to immune system changes. So how do we integrate this scientific understanding with the law of attraction? The key is moving beyond magical thinking to practical application. Instead of just visualizing success, use that visualization to 1. Prime your RAS to notice opportunities. 2. Build neural pathways that support positive behavior. 3. Create psychological states conducive to taking effective action. 4. Maintain resilience in the face of challenges. While science might not support the most extreme claims of the law of attraction, it does reveal fascinating ways our thoughts influence our reality. Through quantum physics, we see the profound interconnectedness of the universe. Through psychology and neuroscience, we understand how our thoughts shape our perceptions and actions. And through phenomena like the placebo effect, we witness the remarkable power of belief. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this scientific perspective of the law of attraction. Share your experience in the comments below. Have you noticed how changing your thoughts has changed your reality? And if you found this fascinating, don't forget to check out my next video where we'll explore practical techniques to apply these scientific principles in your daily life. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on more content exploring the intersection of science and consciousness. Together, we're not just believing in the power of our thoughts, we're understanding how they work and using them effectively. This is Quantum Creators, where science meets manifestation.